Welcome to the NRL previews for round 8 of the 2024 season. I'm Renee Gartner and I'm joined by Josh Mansour to unpack all the games this week for the Anzac round. And Saturday night takes us to North Queensland as the Cowboys and Panthers go head to head. Josh, the Cowboys, they were a shadow of their former self last week, but Todd Payten has made minimal changes, I would say. Their defence will come under enormous pressure up against this Penrith side. How do they amend last week's efforts? So the only really major change is Tomalolo's been dropped to the bench. It's going to be so much pressure on that spine.
Yeah, I don't want to lay the boot too much into the Cowboys and be overcritical, but you know the reality is they were below par last week against the Sharks. You know, in my eyes, I feel like they gave up, particularly in certain moments in that game, which is a bit concerning. I can see why Todd Payten has a rule of the axe. Obviously, coming up against the Penrith Panthers, who are the reigning champs, you need your best players on deck, and I think he's given his players the opportunity to redeem themselves from last week's game, and it's a perfect opportunity to do that. But yeah, they're going to have a bigger test this week compared to last week.
All right, well, let's look at the team that's going to be putting them to the test in the Panthers, and they're on the opposite side of the spectrum when it comes to defensive efforts. Schneider, he's been fantastic, but
what a signing.
Cleary's absent. Now the prodigal son returns, which is going to be amazing, and you're just going to be seeing Penrith go from one level to another.
Yeah, well, obviously good to see the Prince of Penrith back in Nathan. You know, him being out, they've done pretty good. Like you said, Brad Schneider, pretty good. Brad Schneider has been outstanding in his place. But yeah, saying that it's back, all hands on deck this week. Coming up against the Cowboys up north. The biggest thing for them, they just can't be complacent. You know, they know that the Cowboys did cop a significant loss last week. They just got to go there, play their own game, and not worry about that. The last thing the Panthers want to do, which I'm sure they wouldn't, is get comfortable.
When you have a player coming back from an injury like Cleary has with his hammy, fitness is obviously going to be one thing that's been coming in. Do you think he's going to be coming back firing? Is there too much expectation on?
You know, like with hammies, like there's always a bit of caution with players in the back of their mind, not wanting to overstrive, particularly when they're in open space. But you've got no choice, right? So, like, end of the day, he's back, he's fully fit. The medical team have cleared him. It's just going to elevate the Penrith Panthers, in my opinion. It's just going to lift everyone's confidence, and it's, you know, in my opinion, I think it's perfect timing for him to get back into the groove of things and to kind of play with him and understand each other a bit more.
So you think he'll still be just as active in his ball playing and sort of brilliant?
I feel like that. I feel like he's got no choice, to be honest with you. Like, there's going to be opportunities in the game where he's going to have to dig into the line, and that's part of his job. It is what it is, and he wouldn't be playing if he wasn't ready.
All right, Panthers.
I'm going to say Panthers.
Okay. Yep, done. Nice and easy.
Can't go past the X10. Come on.
All right, unmissable matchups taking place all weekend as long as favouritism is a concern for Josh. If you want to see this match live, though, head to nrl.com/tickets. If you can't get to the game, you can watch it on Foxtel, Sky New Zealand or KO. Kick-off is at 7:35 p.m.
Wow.